Millions of years ago, fire met ice. In a frozen world where blizzards howled across endless white plains, life itself was a fragile spark. Towering beasts ruled the tundra, the mighty mammoths, wrapped in wool and power. And among them walked a fragile being, small, slow, and weak. But inside him burned something no other creature possessed, the flame of thought. On the endless frozen plains of the Ice Age, silence rules the land. The air is sharp, biting through flesh and fur alike. Snow drifts across the horizon, whispering tales of survival. Here, life is not lived. It is endured. From the curtain of falling snow, a colossal shape emerges, the woolly mammoth, towering and majestic. Its curved tusks glint under the pale light of a weak sun. With every step, the ground trembles, a reminder of nature's ancient strength. These giants move slowly across the tundra, their thick coats protecting them from the cold that kills almost everything else. In this frozen kingdom, they are the rulers, yet even rulers must fight to survive. For thousands of years, mammoth herds have roamed across these lands, following the rhythm of the seasons. Their memories guide them to hidden valleys and ancient rivers buried under ice. But this year something is different. The air is colder. The grass is thinner, and far on the horizon, another species has appeared, fragile yet determined. A small group of Homo erectus, primitive humans, stumbles into the frozen expanse. Their faces are hardened by hunger, their hands clutching crude stone-tipped spears. They have crossed deserts, rivers, and storms in search of one thing: food. And before them now stands the greatest prize of all: the mammoth herd. The humans watch in silence, their breath clouds in the air. They are weak, but their minds are alive, calculating, observing, learning. For the first time in history, two of Earth's most intelligent species face each other on equal ground. As night falls, the humans gather around a flickering fire. Sparks rise into the dark sky like ancient stars reborn. They know that the coming dawn will decide everything, whether they live to see another sunrise or vanish into the snow forever. The frozen world holds its breath. A new chapter in the story of survival is about to begin. The dawn breaks over the frozen plain. The pale sun rises weakly, casting long shadows across the snow. The world looks peaceful, but beneath that calm, a deadly plan is forming. The Homo erectus have spent the night in silence, studying the mammoth herd from a distant ridge. They know they cannot fight strength with strength. Their only weapon is their mind. With gestures and murmurs, they divide into small groups. Some gather sharp stones, others strip bark to make ropes. Every move is deliberate, every sound controlled. The hunt is not a rush of violence, it is patience in motion. Down in the valley, the mammoths graze quietly. Steam rises from their bodies like ghosts in the cold air. Te-moba-swan mothers, guarding calves, bulls, standing watch. Their massive tusks sweep snow aside, uncovering frozen grass. They have faced wolves, saber-toothed cats, and storms. But not this. Not the cunning of man. The hunters crawl closer, their breath shallow and hearts pounding. The snow crunches softly under their feet. One of them raises a hand, a signal. The moment has come. A cry pierces the air, sharp and wild. The herd freezes. Then, Charles. Spears fly through the icy wind. The mammoths trumpet in terror, their calls echoing across the tundra. A young male stumbles as a spear finds its mark. Blood stains the snow, a crimson bloom in a world of white. The ground shakes as giants charge, their rage shaking the frozen earth. A hunter screams as he's thrown aside by a swinging tusk. Another barely escapes a crushing foot. Fear spreads, but so does resolve. They cannot run. Not now. This is the fight for life itself. With fire and noise, the humans drive the herd toward a trap, a narrow pass lined with sharpened stakes. The mammoths roar and thrash, but panic blinds them. The wounded one stumbles again, collapsing into the snow. The others circle, trumpeting their sorrow and fury, before retreating into the storm. Silence falls. The hunters approach slowly, exhausted but triumphant. Their breath forms clouds in the freezing air. They know this is only the beginning. The battle has been won, but the Ice Age is far from over. The battle has ended, but the echoes remain. The frozen plain lies scarred, a battlefield of ice, blood, and silence. Steam rises from the fallen mammoth, its mighty frame still warm against the bitter wind. The hunters stand around it, trembling not from cold, but from the weight of what they've done. For a moment, no one speaks. The only sound is the wind moving through the emptiness. They have won, but at a cost. 2 hunters lie still in the snow, their lifeless eyes staring at the gray sky above. The price of survival has been paid. The leader kneels beside the fallen beast, placing a hand on its thick fur. This is no ordinary kill. This is sacrifice, struggle, and respect woven together. The mammoth fed the earth for millennia, and now it will feed the humans who dared to challenge it. In this harsh world, life always demands something in return. Nearby, a young mammoth calf cries out, lost, afraid, searching for its mother. The humans freeze. They watch as the small creature nudges the body of the fallen giant. It doesn't understand death, only the silence that follows it. One of the hunters lowers his spear, his eyes heavy with sorrow. For the first time, he sees himself not as a conqueror, but as part of the same struggle. Snow begins to fall again, gentle but relentless. The hunters work together, cutting meat, gathering bones, saving the precious hide. Their hands move with both hunger and reverence. They whisper to the wind old words, perhaps a primitive prayer. As the blizzard returns, they drag what they can back to camp. The mammoth calf watches them disappear into the white distance, its cries fading into the storm. Above, dark clouds gather, and thunder rolls across the horizon. The Ice Age shows no mercy, but within the hearts of these humans, something new begins to stir, a spark of empathy, of understanding. The knowledge that survival is not just about killing, it's about remembering the life that was lost. The storm has passed. A pale sun rises over the frozen plain, casting light across a world reshaped by struggle. The hunters have returned to their camp, tired, wounded, but alive. Around them, silence reigns, broken only by the crackle of new life. Fire, flames dance within a circle of stones, small but fierce, defying the cold that once ruled this land. For the first time, the humans gather not in fear, but in unity. The mammoth's sacrifice has fed them, warmed them, and taught them something far greater, that together they can bend even nature's cruelty. Children sit close to the fire, eyes wide with wonder. They watch the sparks rise into the twilight, like stars escaping the earth. Elders murmur softly, their voices weaving stories of courage and loss, stories that'll be remembered long after the ice has melted. And in that moment, something truly new is born: culture, the seed of humanity's spirit. Outside the circle, the icy wind still howls, but now it meets resistance, warmth, laughter, and the will to survive. From this fire new ideas will rise, tools sharper, shelters stronger, and bonds unbreakable. This is not just the survival of the body. It is the awakening of the mind. The leader gazes into the flames. He sees more than light. He sees the future, the mammoth's spirit, the frozen wilderness, the fallen comrades. All are a part of this moment. Their struggle has become the foundation of something eternal, the dawn of humanity's strength, compassion, and imagination. The Ice Age will continue to test them. Blizzards will return. Predators will still hunt. But humans will no longer just endure. They will adapt, create, and dream. From the ashes of fear rises a flame that will never die. A flame that carries the story of those who dared to survive and became something greater than the world had ever seen.